is that you should always try to help your students on their pathway by giving them learning-centered, data-rich, high-value pathways, which means you focus first on what do you want them to learn and how can you help make sure that they've mastered those learning concepts. How do you give them, when I say data-rich, how do you make sure you give them all kinds of feedback along the way to make sure they're on track and they're off track? What's really clear is students will self-regulate, but it's really hard to self-regulate if you don't have feedback. So it's micro-assessments, it's conversations, it's eye contact, whatever it is, all kinds of feedback that tells somebody they're on or off track. It's amazing how much self-regulation students will do if you lean into it. And then high value, which means make the connection between what they're learning and what they're going to be doing in their life. So actually show them the big picture. Take them to a place like Civitas Learning so they can see what math is going to become. And people in our world, trust me, they use algebra, right? They use math in all kinds of ways. So that the whole notion of learning-centered, data-rich, high-value pathways, you can wake up every day as a teacher and think about whether or not, am I focusing on the learning or am I focusing on coverage, right? Am I giving them the right kind of feedback? And am I connecting this to how they're going to leverage this in some ways? Now, at the same time you're doing that, I think every teacher has the right to assume and to challenge their students that students have to step up to get on purpose, to engage, and bring a sense of tenacity to their learning. I think we can be the best teachers you can imagine, but if your students don't show up with a sense of purpose, engagement, and tenacity, they're not going to succeed. And so part of what you need to do is to be a catalyst to that with them. Help them understand, why are you on an education journey? Why does education really matter so much? Help them be willing to engage and be willing to try, put in their best effort, not just phone it in, not just be told what to do, but actually use their own creative thought and actually step into this and be critical, creative, and be an engaged learner. And then that whole notion of tenacity. Realize the best of educational processes are going to knock you on your butt once in a while. And because you've been knocked on your butt does not mean you're done. It means you got to get up and get over it.